Welcome back to Rise and Shine. And anyway, Andre, would you please introduce your guest here?
I would be glad to. As you know, the United Way has a group of partners that we serve directly. And some of those partners are special, like the partners that I'm going to introduce today. This is the CEO and president of the Family Services of Roanoke Valley. Now, yes, they are located in Roanoke, but I think that Sharon Thacker here is going to explain to you how they work with Franklin County residents and the type of services they provide. So this is really an educational moment for our Franklin County to understand how we have certain agencies that might be located in Roanoke, but they are really doing a great service for our
Now, the
folks
United Way campaign that we're in the midst of here now, we're off and running. We expect throughout the county major donations to come their way. There's so many good things that they're involved in, and as you say, this is just another one, and we welcome you. And Family Service of the Roanoke Valley. All right, tell us not just exactly what is it. Now I can read this to everybody, but I would rather hear it from you. Just exactly what is it that you folks do?
Thank you, Dick. Family Service of the Roanoke Valley has been in existence since 1901. And we have been serving Franklin County for the last 17 years. In Franklin County, we're court-appointed guardians for 10 wards who need someone to look after them. And we provide counseling to children as young as 3 and all the way up to senior citizens in their 80s and 90s. We're a United Way supported agency, private nonprofit, and we do extraordinary work. Our vision is to strengthen families, heal trauma, and restore hope. And we do that with the most vulnerable in our community. So that vulnerability could be people who can't afford to go get counseling at other places, or it could be that they're emotionally vulnerable or physically vulnerable. And we've been doing this work for the citizens in Franklin County for 17 years.
Wow. Well, I think I understand the line I'm reading here that says a effective communicator, a strong manager, a passionate believer.
I am that.
In the well-being of families. Now, that rings loud and clear. You know, this is country. And this is family country. And this is believing in that as being the basis for an awful lot. We have our church, we have our school, we have all the right things that everybody is involved in, but ultimately you have to be a believer in the function of family, and that's big in Franklin County. And I'm thrilled that Family Service of Roanoke Valley is involved. And of course, bottom line, folks, what we're saying is that a piece of what comes out of your donations to the United Way of Franklin County will work to assist the Family Service of the Roanoke Valley to continue to be able to do what you do.
Yes.
Is that a fair statement?
Yes. I think of United Way as being our human infrastructure support system. It raises money to help the organizations in Franklin County that allow families to receive the help that they need to be as strong and forward-thinking as they possibly can be. And with United Way, your dollars get leveraged by local volunteers who determine where the money is going to go. So as an individual, you may have solicitations from 15 different agencies, but the amount of time and energy it would take you to research each of those organizations to determine where you want to give your money, being the giving person that you are, United Way does all that work for you. You send one check, you take it out of your payroll deduction, however you choose to do it. And United Way does the work of vetting the organizations and determining where the highest priority needs are in Franklin County. Mental health and families who have the ability to achieve mental health, high mental health, is important in Franklin County so that the community can grow, so that children can learn, so that our elders are cared for, and that's the role that family service plays in the Valley.
I hope you were taking notes.
I was taking notes.
Whoa.
And I want to add to that what you said and what Sharon just said. You know, that's one of the core values of Franklin County, is strong families. And as I read through all the, applications that were made for United Way, I saw a common thread there. The common thread was family, children, health, and mental health, which is one of the areas that's kind of not as high on the chopping block as, you know, it's just not, we're not giving as much emphasis to mental health as other agencies do. But this is one of our agencies that's looking to improve in that area.
So you're hard at work, and the people that are connected with Family Service of Roanoke Valley are hard at work in maintaining and dealing with and seeking out when people have and or don't have, and the funds that come into the United Way kind of allow you to do that.
We provide services that otherwise may not be available in Franklin County. And we provide services, Dick, to people who a lot of folks don't really want to think about. So we provide services to perpetrators of intimate partner violence. So for batterers, we provide educational services to help them learn how their behaviors and how their actions affect their children and affect their family, so they can begin to make changes in how they act towards their partners. We serve children who have been sexually traumatized. None of us want to think about a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old who's been sexually traumatized, but those are oftentimes the children that we see, and we can begin to help them move from victim to survivor through our mental health services.
Do you work with other organizations in the county?
We do.
Like CASA, like the Women's...
The Southern Virginia Child Advocacy Center, the Franklin County Family Resource Center are great
places
partners for us.
That I feel very strongly about. And the people that run those places have been doing it, basically the same people, forever. And they also, as you do, feel very strongly about it. So this is the time of year when we as a community are able to step up, pay a little bit of attention, and you can do it 12 months out of the year. I'm not saying this is not something that we should do all year round, but there is a campaign, and it will run between now and the end of the year, and as you go forward, you're going to be asked to support the United Way of Franklin County. And this is just another service, a very important service, and one that I guess many of us don't even think about, you know, because you've got to kind of experience it in order to really feel the need. And well, I'm very happy that you are here.
Thank you.
And your explanation was wonderful. Thank you. Andre, I appreciate it.
Well, I'll be back.
You know, somehow it sounds like a threat, but that's right.
We have more great partners
Isn't
to
that
share,
true?
and this is the first time you met Sharon, and it's the first time she's met you, and this is what we've got to do now. We want the people of
Well,
Franklin.
you can bring Sharon back. I like her.
Well,
good. I'll come
very
back.
good.
Dick.
We'll.
You can do that. I think that, hey, if we can be of service to you in the county, if
Thank
there
you.
is something, an educational process, it's important. And unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know which way to approach it, everybody is not aware. And generally, it's a situation that occurs that makes somebody
That's
aware.
right.
So, on the other hand, you say, who needs that? I don't want to know. I don't want to be involved because it's painful, it's uncomfortable, it's bad. But then there are other people that aren't able to say that, and they do get involved, and then we have to say, well, who is going to help them now? And so Family Service of Roanoke Valley, very active in Franklin County and the surrounding area.
My belief about the United Way and about my own personal contribution to the United Way is that I want services to be available in our community for all of us, for people just like you and me who hit a rough spot in the road and need someone to talk to, need someone to turn to outside of their church, outside of their family. Sometimes you need that independent partner who will listen to you. And through United Way and the funds they supply, it allows us to be able to serve the families in Franklin County.
I think that's a great position. It's an easily understood position, and that, in essence, is what we say when you make a donation. Over the course of the year, you make it in effort to cover just what you said. Couldn't have said it better myself.
The last word. Yep.
Do you want to make a last word?
Well, I would only say that this is just another. You just met Helping Hands early in the week. Now we've got the Family Service of Roanoke Valley, and there's more to come. More good agencies, more good things, more good service organizations that are serving our citizens.
What you're doing, Andre, is that everybody knows about the United Way. And everybody has mixed emotions about, oh, here they come looking for money, and oh my goodness, and it doesn't pertain to me. I've never had a problem, you know, so I'm on top of my game. But then as you go about your business, you run across people that do have a need of some variety. And the United Way and the people that the United Way money supports are the folks that help with that. So it is that important, and I appreciate Andre Perry being the one that is going to make us aware of that. Now, granted, it has an ulterior motive, going to make you aware of it and make you understand that it needs dollars to continue to do these things, and that's where all of us can come into a point of support, if I can say it that way. So just remember, the campaign goes on. Campaign will run pretty much through the end of the year, won't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. What's the goal this year?
$375,000.
Okay. All right.
And with that, you know, we backed up a little bit last year, but achieving that goal is going to mean we're going to be able to support organizations like the Family Service of Roanoke Valley a little more than we anticipated. But, you know, we have a few agencies that are kind of hanging on the fringe that we haven't been able to bring into the partner network direct. We might be able to bring, with that, reaching that goal means we're going to be able to bring some of those agencies back in.
Okay. And these are things that maybe the agencies or the people, see, the agencies are involved with real people, and maybe that they have not been able to do simply because of dollar constraints. So I guess we have to be as comfortable as we can in the knowledge of what is being done here. And when you're asked, give it some good thought, because the United Way is doing great things.